What's up? Honor Hammer 26 here, and I want to do this video for a little while. This is going to be my Ring of Honor Glory by Honor 6 Night 2 review. This is the card that Misawa was on in the United States, and his only singles match in the United States was on. And plus, this is a great night of wrestling, and if you want to get into Misawa's career, I say this is one of the easier ways to do it, or see one of his matches. The card starts off with Chris Hero and El Generico. Hero at this time was really cocky, and El Generico, along with Kevin Steen and Delirious, were in a feud with the Hangman 3, which we got to a little bit later. The opener, this is a good opener, getting the crowd into this card, and Hero, in the middle of this match, said something that, after El Generico did a pretty good move, said that wasn't impressive in the least, which had a big pop from the crowd. So that was pretty cool. 2 3/4 stars there. That brought out the Hangman 3 of B.J. Whitmer and Brent Albright. The third member, Adam Pearce, wasn't in New York that night. So, they attacked El Generico, and during the attack, I thought it was pretty cool. Brent Albright awesome bombed El Generico outside the ring through 2 tables. So, good spot there. And then that brought out Kevin Steen and Delirious, who then had an impromptu match. This is an okay match. Nothing all that bad here. Nothing all that great either. Except at the end spot was pretty cool, I thought. 2.5 stars there. Nothing all that great. Then that brought out Shane Hagadorn, who's also a member of the Hangman 3, who's kind of Adam Pearce's manservant, and said, "I got it from here." Had an open challenge to everyone in the back. That brought out Austin Aries, who that match won about 20 seconds, or maybe even like 30. Then Austin Aries got on the mic and said that match took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Brought out Nigel, who just started his title reign at this point, and told the fans why he hadn't been wrestling, and they gave a great promo together. Then that brought out Claudio Castagnoli. Then the next match is Claudio Castagnoli versus Naomichi Marufuji. This is I didn't hear anything about this card prior to buying this DVD, except from how the Misawa was on it, and Castagnoli and Marufuji put on a great match. Marufuji is used to working against bigger opponents, and he always has great matches against bigger opponents. For example, Glory of Honor 5 Night 2 against Nigel McGuinness was an amazing match. This is a great match, not amazing, against Castagnoli, but there's a lot of great stuff in this match, and back and forth action, and I don't know why they don't put more Claudio against the Noah guys, or against maybe the smaller guys. I think Claudio versus KENTA could be a great match. So, 4 stars there. Next up, the next match was the Briscoe brothers versus Necro Butcher, when he was a member of the Age of the Fall, and Jimmy Jacobs. This match ended in a double DQ, and the Briscoes were playing off the chants of the crowd, but obviously there was going to be a swerve later in the night, and then the next match was Alex Payne versus Tyler Black. You could see at this point Tyler Black was going to be a star. He had a great look in this match. This is another squash. Nothing all that great here, or it was just your basic squash. But it was a good squash, like one of the 80s squashes where it made it look good to be squashed. And Alex Payne came out to pour some sugar on me by Def Leppard. So. And then, post-match, the Briscoes attacked Tyler Black and announced that tonight, the main event after Misawa KENTA was going to be Briscoes versus Jimmy and Necro in a no DQ, no count-out, no nothing match. So there had to be a winner in the ring. Then we got the Takeshi Morishima versus Bryan Danielson. This is another great match. These two always have great chemistry and can always put on great matches. Morishima previously injured Danielson's eye back at Manhattan Mayhem 2, and then they faced at the Man Up pay-per-view, and Morishima promised that he would not attack Danielson's eye in the match, and that was an ROH World Title match. But then he did attack Danielson's eye and then turned heel. Danielson had a lot of innovative offense going against Morishima in this match, and Morishima was just the big monster he always is. Great stuff here. This match did end in disqualification, but it worked very well in the storyline. It progressed it onto the Rising Above 2007 pay-per-view, and then on to Final Battle 2008. Great stuff from these two. 4 stars. And but it wasn't match of the night to that point, because I still thought Marufuji Castagnoli was a little bit better than that, but Marufuji Castagnoli did not end up being match of the night, which I'll get to in a little bit. The next match was the No Remorse core of Roderick Strong, Rocky Romero, and Davey Richards versus the Vulture squad of Jack Evans, Jigsaw, and Ruckus. These four had a better match than six had a better match than this at Honor Nation. This match was still pretty freaking good. It wasn't great, but it was still pretty good. This is how you do a six-man tag team match. A lot of people say this is what the X Division should be. A lot of great spots, and just the only problem with this match was that Jack Evans was nowhere near as impressive as he could have been, even though he did hit the 630, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember that, but he maybe should have done the 630 if he didn't. I just don't remember. Overall, this was a great match, though. Davey Richards was very impressive. Roderick was very impressive. I was actually really impressed with Jigsaw in this match. He showed that he deserves to be on the ROH roster in this match. Great stuff there. 3 3/4 stars. Then after that, Larry Sweeney came out and said that Chris Hero deserves to be the ROH World Champion. And he said that he should be getting the shot at Nigel on December 29th, which is the Rising Above pay-per-view, which brought out Austin Aries, and he said, I'll put my shot up on the line against you if I win, Larry Sweeney agrees to face Claudio Castagnoli at Final Battle, which he then put up, and then they put on a pretty good match, and Austin said this was his first real match of the night, his first real match on that card, and they put on a pretty good match. In the middle of this match, Claudio Castagnoli came down and ran off Larry Sweeney from ringside. Aries did a lot of good offense on Chris Hero, including he was lining up Chris Hero for the heat-seeking missile, and then Chris Hero threw Bobby Dempsey in the way of the heat-seeking missile, which Bobby Dempsey just kind of absorbed and kind of just fell down, which he did a really good job of selling it, I think. And Bobby Dempsey was taking a lot of flack from Sweet and Sour, like Chris Hero's towel that he was wearing, which is with his ridiculous ring gear back then. Austin Aries rolled on his balls and threw it at Chris Hero, and Chris Hero stuck it in Bobby Dempsey's face, which was kind of disgusting. But overall, it was a good match, good solid victory, setting up the Rising Above 2007 match between Nigel and Aries. Then next we got the GHC Heavyweight title match between Mitsuharu Misawa, the reason I'm doing this review, and KENTA. If you had seen my Mitsuharu Misawa video, I was raving about this match for obvious reasons. Misawa worked this match very stiff at 46 or 45. I still haven't figured that out. Against KENTA, who was evolving into one of the best in the world at this point, and he is now one of the best in the world. And these two just had great offense against one another. Misawa was very over, and so was KENTA. And these two also they were in front of an American crowd, and they were playing off each other very well. KENTA hit the GTS on Misawa in this match, which was pretty brutal, and then Misawa went on to win and got a nice ovation. Oh, one more thing. Misawa threw his ring jacket into the crowd during this match, and the guy who caught it was like in awe, like he couldn't even touch the jacket. That was pretty cool. Like he was never washing his hands ever again. Then we got the main event night, which was the rematch from earlier, the Briscoe Brothers versus Jimmy Jacobs and Necro Butcher. This match was great, a lot of great weapon stuff, and your basic Necro Butcher and Briscoe Brothers match. Jimmy Jacobs has proven, like maybe during his feud with BJ Whitmer, that he can go during the hardcore style. A lot of innovative spots and great stuff, and you could tell that the Age of the Fall Briscoe Brothers feud was not going to end, and you can definitely tell that there was plenty more great matches to have between those two teams, and they did. 4 stars there, and Misawa KENTA was 4 1/4 stars. A great night of wrestling. I'm going to give this show a 9.0. Great stuff here, even though Supercard of Honor 4 was better than this. And as a bonus feature, we got Joe Higuchi, a tribute to Joe Higuchi, which is pretty cool. I'll see you guys later. Honor Hammer 26.